Hey there, geeks and geekettes. It's mass movement review time. Alien Resistance. Oh yeah. Now, I love the Alien franchise, so I was really looking forward to this. I love most of the films. Not so fussed on Resurrection, but Alien 3, I enjoyed it more than most people do. And to me, the comics are better than a lot of the later films, obviously with the exception of Alien and Aliens. So Alien Resistance is a trade paperback published by Dark Horse Comics, and it is available now. So it comes from the creative team of Brian Wood, artist Robert Carey, colorist Dan Jackson, and letterer Nate Pickos. An evil corporation's secret bioweapons program is putting all of humanity at risk. Ellen Ripley's daughter must fight the horrific xenomorph threat. Following the events of Alien Isolation, Amanda Ripley is kept silent by the Weyland-Yutani Corporation about the xenomorph experiments. Enter Zula Hendricks, an ex-colonial marine in need of Ripley's help to expose Weyland-Yutani's horrific bioweapons program. The duo teams up against the sinister corporation's upgraded arsenal as they journey through space from research lab to test facility designed to keep the darkest atrocities secret. It doesn't exactly sound a barrel of laughs, does it? But obviously there's the front cover and the read-up on the back. As the back said, the story opens 3 years after Alien Isolation, which, if you haven't played it, is a game that first came out on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Then they sort of did a HD version of it for the next-gen consoles, and if you haven't played it, you need to go and play it because the game is awesome. There's sort of bits in there where you sort of, your character, who you play Eleanor Ripley's daughter, you have to hide in lockers and hold your breath. And to hold your breath, you have to press a button. But if you're anything like me, I've found myself waiting for the alien to go past lockers. The game actually captured the claustrophobia of the first movie. It captured the mood, everything absolutely perfect. Much like this captures the mood and atmosphere of Aliens. This is far more in line with Aliens than Alien. Obviously, if you've seen the movies, you'll know there is a difference, whereas Alien is a horror film and Aliens is more of an action film. So Amanda Ripley is the protagonist of this story as well as the Alien Isolation game. She's recruited by a woman called Zula Hendricks to bring down the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. Zula introduces us to Davis, which is her artificial intelligence, and she introduces us to Davis just after meeting Amanda. Davis and Zula then explain to Ripley that Weyland-Yutani are basically up to the bioweapon programming and old tricks all over again. And they're using the xenomorphs. And through using the xenomorphs, they perform experiments. And Zula needs Ripley's help to track a colony ship and expose sort of the nefarious sort of inner workings. Ripley and Zula then discover of the discoveries they make are sort of more and more grim. For example, the records of the colonists have been deleted, so there's no record of these people ever leaving Earth or anywhere else. And it appears that xenomorphs have been allowed on board the ship while these sort of people were sleeping, and these people are the poor, and they've been drugged. And that's not the end of the secrets from this story, and it's certainly not the end of the twist, and there's a lot more horrifying things to come. The story from Brian Wood is brilliant, but the focus is more on the evil corporation as opposed to the xenomorphs, which is cool. You use the xenomorph as your barely seen alien in the background, or monster in the background, and you go for the mega corporation instead of our acid-blooded friends. I say friends. So Amanda Ripley and Zula Hendricks, to me they were immensely entertaining as a duo. And then you factor in the bonus of the AI Davis, and the conversations between the three and the chemistry between the three are a highlight of a story I thought would be dominated by when Xenomorphs turn up. Robert Carey's art is another strong point of the book. The action feels frantic, the feel of impending doom is present, but the story's easy to follow. It's easy to see who's saying what, and when one of these voices isn't coming from a body as such, it could have been confusing. The characters are greatly expressive, and they detailed brilliantly. And when the aliens do make their appearances, Carey makes sure that it is memorable. So Dan Jackson's colours keep the art immersive, especially when the story changes from planet to spaceship. There's a shift in tone and a shift in colour, and that really it does work. So you know exactly where you are. Nate Pico's letters are solid as well. Obviously I've said it before, but the dialogue is clear, and even with a formless speaker, it's very easy to tell who's talking and who is talking to who. So for me, Alien Resistance is a hell of a good time. The characters were fun to read. I'm still looking at the book. The characters were fun to read, and the story does have twists and turns, and it stays compelling throughout. This is clearly a strong, productive team that have worked hard on this, and they've got a love for the fandom. They've got a love for the source material of the movies and the game. So if you're a fan of Alien, then it really is a must-buy for you. Also, if you're a fan of sci-fi adventure, this is still a must-buy for you. So if I was to score this book, let me show you a bit of the art that's not bloodthirsty. Nope, definitely can't show you that. I won't show you the Xenomorphs either, because it'll ruin the surprise of the book. So obviously comic book art for me lately, it really is doing it. I'm trying to find something that's not bloody, and it's not easy. There's a lot of pages in this book that are very bloody. Well, there's a Xenomorph in this picture, but it's not bloody or anything, and it doesn't give away too much because they're lurking in the background as they should be. But that looks amazing. So the art, the story, absolutely perfect. It fits as part of the Alien canon and the Alien universe, and I really enjoyed this book. The art isn't going to set the world on fire, but it's a lot more than serviceable, and the tones are perfect. The story is immersive. If I had to pick a hole in it, it would be that there's not enough Xenomorph action, but at the same point, they make up for it with other threats. Obviously, I won't give them away. You'll have to read the book. But there are other threats from the Weyland Corporation. There are definite nods to Aliens with the weapons that are used. And yeah, this book is an easy 9.5 out of 10 for me. It would have got a 10 out of 10 had it been perhaps a little bit bigger, and the art sort of takes... The art isn't quite as good as some art I've seen lately, but it is still really good. So 9.5 out of 10. It's probably the second highest score I've given a comic or graphic novel. I will definitely be looking for the next story after this, because the cliffhanger, I want to go and read more. Hopefully the next story will have a lot more of the actual aliens in it, the Xenomorphs. But then the movie, the first movie, you didn't really see the Xenomorph for a great deal of the screen time. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Obviously, mass movement review for Alien Resistance. 9.5 out of 10 I meant. Alien Resistance. Go buy it, go check it out. If you're a horror fan, if you're a sci-fi fan, if you're a sci-fi horror fan, definitely if you're a horror fan, go check this book out. Really enjoyed it. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment below. Let me know if you've read this or any other of the Alien books, anything I should be looking out for, because I haven't read a great deal. And please like, share, subscribe, keep supporting the channel. It really does help me out. And I'll see you guys soon for another review. Thanks for tuning in. Goodbye.